Commissioner Freeland, my mother wrote the introduction. So,
Can't see him.
you know, how it came about for me to be the commencement speaker, I was sitting at my desk and the phone rang, and it was President O'Donnell calling, asking me if I would be this year's graduation speaker. I put him on hold. I wanted to check the calendar because I wasn't sure if it was April Fool's Day or not. He assured me he was serious, and I graciously accepted. I thought of when I first arrived at MassBay, and you guys probably don't know this, but at that time, each community college sent a representative to study on a safari in Africa. And one day, the MassBay student and another student from a different community college, whose name I won't divulge, they were walking through the jungle. They heard a noise. They both stopped and slowly looked behind them, and there, eyeballing them, was a cheetah, the fastest animal in the jungle. The MassBay student began to slowly take his backpack off and change into his running shoes. The other student looked at him quizzically and said, "What are you doing? You can't outrun the cheetah. It's the fastest animal in the jungle." The MassBay student finished tying his shoes and said, "I don't have to outrun the cheetah. I only have to outrun you." MassBay clearly has intelligent students. Rejoice today in your accomplishments. In my 10 years at MassBay, I have had the pleasure of meeting many extraordinary students. I have witnessed your challenges, your tragedies, and your triumphs. You didn't take the elevator, pressing penthouse, zooming to the top with a simple touch of a finger. You didn't take the escalator, zipping skyward, watching passerbys on an uninterrupted ride. You took the stairs, showing your stamina, endurance, and determination, making your achievement a desired reward. Now, there are all kinds of definitions of success, but I prefer this one from Ralph Waldo Emerson: to laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the appreciation of honest critics, and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. I would ask that you find your voice, cultivate your voice, and use your voice. One of my favorite sayings comes from the German Protestant priest, Martin Niemöller, and it goes as follows. First they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak out. Use your voice as an instrument for change. Don't stand on the sidelines. The world needs your participation. In my day, we used to say, if you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the problem. The world has many messy problems, and we need your energy, your interest, and your intelligence to find some solutions. We need your participation. How do I find my voice, you ask? Well, stay true to yourself and your beliefs, leaving enough room for change. Keep your heart open to new ideas and new information. The world is changing at a dizzying pace. Don't be afraid to risk failure or rejection. Many of the most accomplished people in the world have failed miserably and repeatedly before finding their niche. Don't become a prisoner to your fears, because your fears will eat you up. Failures, however, can make us stronger, more focused, and more determined if we listen and learn from the lessons they are teaching us. They sharpen our voice and give it personality and conviction. Challenge those fears with your faith. Have great faith in yourself and those who love and care for you. We walk by faith, not by sight. It is the daily experience of being the best you can be. In the process of rolling your sleeves up and doing the work, you know what will happen? You will find your voice. Oh, and one other thing, and this is very, very important. When dancing, don't look at your feet to see if you're doing it right. Just dance. This day, your day, it's not just for you to celebrate. It is a shared day of joy and achievement. Make sure you thank those inside the tent and those outside the tent who have had some part in helping you along the way. Just last month, I was standing outside the registrar's office, and there were two students standing there having a conversation. As they were chatting, a biology professor was passing by. They stopped and greeted her, both of them having taken her class the previous term. I heard one of the students tell her how much he enjoyed her class and thanked her for making biology come alive for him again. He had grown weary of the subject, and she was able to rekindle the spark and passion that he once had for biology. She thanked them both profusely and shared how much their words had meant to her. She was teaching the same course this semester, but didn't feel like she was reaching her students. She told them that they had made her day. Listening to that exchange and hearing the depth of their appreciation filled my heart with joy. Whether it be family, friend, or acquaintance, make sure you reach out and thank those who have contributed to your success. And much like a couple of the previous speakers have said, I implore you, yes, Ray, I said implore. I implore you to stay connected to MassBay. We need you. MassBay needs you. We need your energy and enthusiasm. We need your criticism and critiques. But most of all, our returning students need your wisdom and support. They need your example. In giving, there is receiving, and you will be rewarded with the joys that come from sharing and being a part of something greater than yourself. Be a part of helping make MassBay be the best MassBay it can be. And as I leave, I've coached for 40 years, and I'm a big guy with circles and togetherness, and before my teams take to the court, we always huddle up, and each member of the team raises their hand to put in the circle. And I would ask that everyone raise their hand to put in the circle. And hey, you all on the team too now. Hey, we're all in this team together. We raise our hand to put in the circle, and on 3, we say MassBay. 1, 2, 3.
MassBay!
Congratulations to you all. Let's go out to the world and accomplish great things.
You photo? Oh, you do? He's on the right side.
Because I